Hi there, I'm Marius, and today we are going to step from Design Studio into editing the actual code of Power Pages to unlock a few more capabilities. As always, we are at make.powerpages.microsoft.com. I've again this products page with a list of products, and this time I've configured it a little bit different. So in the actions settings, in row actions view details, I've not set form anymore, but a web page, and that web page is what we are going to edit in this video. So this product form page is basically, it's a normal page. You have a form on it, and this form is set to read only on the product, and it has some fields here. The size field here in this what you see is what you get is a little bit off, but we will find it correctly in the portal. So let's take a look at this Power Page. Okay, of course this does not work right now because we don't have an ID. So if we take a look at the products grid, this armband details, we will get redirected to this form, and the product ID is appended at the top. And then we can see this form. Now, in terms of editing, I have two things I want to do. So this looks fine here, but if we swap over to this armband install, this is a service, and obviously it does not have a size. So let's hide size if the product type is not sales product. So, and that's done here in the Maker Studio. So you go to Edit Code, and then you confirm that you are leaving the Maker portal, and here you visit VS Code Dev. Then, okay, I need to sign in again. So I can edit multiple pages here, for example the home page, but the one I'm interested in is my product form. We have an HTML file. This HTML file, I mean, lots of gibberish. I have no idea what it does, but for example, on the right here, this is the important bit. The entity form for the product is inserted here. So then we have a CSS file that is custom to this page, not a general CSS that applies to the whole page, and the JavaScript. And for the JavaScript, I will comment this in. I've prepared it for us. So we have document ready function. In this, we are going to read the product type code. Let me quickly show you that one. So this is this field right here. And then we are going to log it out to the console just because I needed to know, okay, what are the values, and if the value is not one being sales inventory, then we are going to hide the size field. You can access any field with its logical name here with the hashtag because that's its ID, but I don't only want to hide this portion here, which is the hashtag size, but I also want to hide the label above. And let's take a look at that with F12 for a second, and then you can do inspect element here, and then you can see, okay, this is in a control, and this info thing above is the size label, and then I wanted to hide the whole blue block. You see here the TR block, and this is why I said, okay, I want to take the closest TR element and then hide it. Okay, let's take a look what this code does. I will save it. Then here in this studio you need to select sync, and then we can preview the site again. So I will close it. And we were at the armband. The armband should look the same, yes, because it's sales inventory. But if we take a look now at the installation, suddenly this is gone. Another thing, if it should not be dynamic, if you just want to statically hide something or just make something look different, of course, then the CSS file is important. So I don't really want to show the product type. That's not relevant. Well, at least I say that's not relevant to the user visiting the page. But because of the size field, I cannot really remove it from the form. I need to see that field. So let's hop over here in the CSS, then it's a little bit easier. Again, I've disabled this here now with the 2, but I can access the field in CSS via its ID, and then again I don't only want to hide this services thing, but I also want to hide the product type label, and this is why I've set the TR that has the product type code inside, say display none. I could also, I don't know, make it bold, make it stand out with a red background, whatever you can do with CSS, of course. So let's also save this one. That's okay. Then hop over here, sync again. Preview again. And now if I look at the armband 100, you only see the size here. And if we take a look at the service, we don't see any of those two fields. Because the field is available, of course the elements are still present. Yeah, so if we take a look at the code, this tr for example, this is, which one is it? The size one. So label is size here, and this is hidden because of my JavaScript, but you can see the information is still there. We take a look at the control, for example, you would still see its value. And the same is true, of course, for the next tr, which should then be the product type. Yeah, the product type is still there. You can see the values here and the selected option here, services. So this is not secret. If it needs to be secret, you need to handle it on the server. But JavaScript and CSS do allow you to make the site more user friendly, make the page a little bit more responsive to what's actually needed. So lastly, let's take a look at this HTML right here. I do want to close this now so we can use the Designer Studio. I will add a whole section here, a 2-column section, let's say, and then we will make a text. Hello world. And let's go with an image on the other side just to mix it up a little bit. Okay, and then let's go to edit the code again. So now this has a little bit more content that we can see. So we have the two sections, the upper section and the lower section, and these sections have containers inside, and then the sections again have the blocks. So you can see here with the classes, this is controlled obviously. So you have here a column 12 and here 2 columns 6. So probably if we would look deeper into the standard CSS, we would find how these are rendered in terms of size with these classes. So I could change the value here of hello world, of course, in this file, but really, why would you? There's no good reason you can't do that in the Designer Studio anyways. But what you could do here is, for example, to add a class. So my class I could add here, and then either here in the custom CSS or in a more global CSS, you could assign properties to this class and make it look different, this section. So let's save, and then I will sync from here, and then the exclamation mark should pop up. So there's our exclamation mark. So that's it for today. You have seen here how you can add custom JavaScript, CSS, and maybe HTML to a single page. You just click the Edit Code button here and you will be in a VS Code instance to edit these files. This allows you to do normal web development, but of course it will take longer to perform any actions in these code files than just clicking the little plus icon here and adding some text.